Hello, everyone. This is Michael Pierce with the Heartland MLS Board of Directors, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes to go through some of the differences between the two apps that we provide at Heartland MLS, one being HomeSpotter and the other being HomeSnap. While they do have a lot of the same basic functionalities, there are certain aspects to each app that makes them certainly a different tool depending on your circumstances. So let's start with HomeSpotter. The first screen that you come to is either the last search that you did or your current location. I want to go through some of the differences though in this product than that of HomeSnap. One of the first things that you'll notice is when you go to the detailed information about the property, as you scroll through, now you get the supplements from the MLS. So you can actually pull up a property seller's disclosure or lead-based paint or any other supplement that is in the MLS directly in the app. You can actually forward that, send it as an email or a message to your client or to whoever you would like directly out of the app as well. So that is a functionality that is not available in HomeSnap. Another thing that is a little different is in HomeSpotter, it does give you basic school information, but I'll show you in a minute. In HomeSnap, you get a little more detail as far as the school information for the properties. One of the search functionalities that is different, you can search by schools. So it doesn't allow subdivision searches, but if you were to search for, let's say, Valley Park Elementary School, it will pull up the boundaries of that school, whether it be a middle school, a high school, or elementary school. It'll pull up the boundaries, show you all the active homes in that area. So while it doesn't have the subdivision search functionality, this is a good workaround as well. The other thing that is really different, HomeSpotter allows integration with your saved searches, your carts, and your contacts that are currently in the MLS. So that is a very helpful functionality. If you're going to go show 5 or 10 houses, you can put them all into a cart or a saved search, and you can have access to all that information right there while you're showing the clients, have access to the seller's disclosures, the lead-based paints, whatever they may need for those properties. It also is helpful if you, let's say I have this search pulled up here, if I just clear all the fields, it can then show me everything around as well. So if you're looking at this particular home, and you can filter that by let's pending, sold, show for backups. It shows you sold for the past year. So while you're out showing a home, let's say you're showing this home for 185, you'll have access to all the sold data right there surrounding that area. The other thing you can do in both is you can search by agents, and also you can schedule showings right from inside both of the apps as well. So if you scroll down, you can message the listing agent right there from inside the app. You can forward, both of the apps will allow you to forward the information to clients, and like I said, you can schedule a showing in both of the apps as well. So that's the gist of HomeSpotter's differences. You have the ability to pull supplements, you have the further integration with the MLS save searches and carts. Now let's go to HomeSnap. Now HomeSnap does have some different search functionalities. We had mentioned the school search in HomeSpotter. Well, in HomeSnap you can actually search by subdivision. So we'll do Cedar Creek and Olathe, and there's the boundary of the subdivision, the current homes on the market there. You can filter those results to show me the solds in the past year, those sort of things. So you do have a little bit different search functionality. It doesn't do a school search, but it does do subdivision. Both of the apps do city search. You can see the city boundaries. In HomeSnap, there is the ability for you to advertise listings and farm zip codes right inside the app. There is a little bit of an upcharge there, not through Heartland, but HomeSnap, that is a profit center for them. If you were to run an ad on Instagram or Facebook, it is a little bit more expensive to do it through this as opposed to boosting those ads yourself, just to give you a heads up on that. One of the other things that I'll mention is, let me go to the information about the home. As you scroll through, a lot of the detailed information, the history, being able to communicate with the listing agent through the app, all of those functionalities are in both of the apps. One of the differences I had mentioned earlier is the detailed information that you get about the schools. One of the other functionalities that is different with HomeSnap is any property that's for sale. Obviously, you'll get the detailed information like you do in both of the apps, But if you pull up a property, you can actually see the public record or previous data that they retrieved from public records on any of the properties, even if they're not for sale. The other functionality that's a little different, you can actually click walk the property lines, let it know when you've arrived at that corner of the lot of the home. You click begin when you're there, and it'll show you exactly where to walk to get an estimate of the property boundaries. Being able to see the public record data of every home surrounding specific homes, even ones that we haven't had for sale in the past, is very helpful as well. And the last functionality that is a little bit different, you can snap a picture of the front of the home. It uses your compass direction and GPS to determine what that property address is and retrieves all the public record data that it can find on that home as well. So obviously those functionalities are much different. As far as search is concerned, you are getting a lot of similar functions, but the two apps also have very distinct features that make them both very important. I hope that was helpful for you. Feel free to let Heartland MLS know if you have any questions.